Hey guys, it's Turner4590, and welcome to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, the first in the series, and probably one of the worst to be, probably is the worst actually, now that I think about it, just because all the things they improve on in the sequels, obviously. But, let's get started. New game. I haven't played this game in a really long time now, compared to something like Jak 2, which I pretty much play yearly. Sure. Don't know whose file this is. Overwrite. There you go. But I still have a lot of childhood memories for this game, definitely. Here's our main hero, Ratchet, obviously.
Final step, attach robotic ignition system. Thank you for using help desk technology.
Gotta love that announcer. I think they stick with it for the first trilogy. And then they change it. Those robots are such a bitch to fight. Let's just say this stealth does not work in this game that well. But all that'll be revealed later. Oh. It's the MacGuffin for each level. Fly away! Yeah, not much to say during this opening, gonna be honest. It's just the opening cutscene. Cutscenes. Get better at space shooting! But we don't get to do that in this game. We get to do that in the sequel. And it sucks. They made it better in Crack in Time, though. Which, haven't gotten the pleasure of beating yet. That sounded bad. I think I'm like 50% through. But here, this is it! I love how it starts so here. It's a big camera angle to show you the scope. Because this is, graphically, this was a pretty big game. This was one of the first PS2 games. By Insomniac, which is
Welcome to the Gadgetron Help Desk. We're here
which is second party to Sony, so they make all the good shit. Same with Naughty Dog. And yeah, it controls like you'd imagine. Okay, I'm just getting reoriented with the controls. L1 and L2 are both useless. They both do the same thing. Wow, this game really skimps out on controls. L2 and R2, L2 and L1 do the same thing as each other. Same with R1 and R2. So, oh god, smashing crates gets so much easier. Oh no, I forgot. I don't think this game has a treasure magnet, so you actually have to walk up to the bolts. You can't just break the crates and expect them to come towards you. Yeah. So much things they made better in the sequels. Also, this game is balls hard. This game is really hard. You'd be surprised how cheap. I keep saying balls. How cheap it gets later in the game, especially with the final boss, which is really, really hard unless you have the ultimate weapon. But there's no way you'd have enough bolts to get the ultimate weapon by the end of your first playthrough. By then, your fourth playthrough, maybe. Because this game makes bolts this really hard to get. Bolts are currency, by the way. See, in the corner, I have 400, roughly. By this time in Ratchet & Clank 2, I'd have 4,000. That's how much bolts they give you in the sequels compared to this one. And I'll, put it into perspective again. Yeah, we know. The, help desk messages or your tutorials, obviously, but you can press triangle to instantly close them. And then there's a help desk message that even tells you about doing that, so it's pretty funny. To put it in perspective, the most expensive weapon in this game is 150,000 bolts, I believe. Unless the gold weapons are more expensive. But I'm pretty sure it's 150,000 for the Rhino. Most expensive weapon in Ratchet 2, 4 million. and the 150 takes longer to get in this game compared to the 4 million in Ratchet 2. But that's because of New Game Plus in Ratchet 2. And onward, they made New Game Plus really awesome in this series. This series overall is just fantastic, in my opinion. And I realized I haven't been using my weapon, which is a bomb glove, which is absolute crap, so I'm not going to use it that much until I get a better weapon. You might think that you'd be using the triggers to fire, but no, you actually use circle. And it feels great. It's, Did I hit them? Nope, I didn't hit them. Doesn't have that much of a radius, but we can upgrade that with the gold bomb glove, which are basically second playthrough weapons, because there's no way you'll be able to. You can access the gold weapons before then, but you have to know what you're doing, because it's hidden, obviously. But if you beat the game, it gives you the gold weapon room basically right at the start. Also, one thing cool, your wrench is magnetic, so the bolts will attract to your wrench. But a lot of time you just might as well walk over to it. And like I said earlier, you get a treasure magnet in Ratchet 2 and onward. Well, you can find it throughout the one in each game. That just makes collecting bolts so much easier. And that does it for your tutorial level. Free shit!
Interesting.
You surprised me, Gamma!
You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
And there's Ratchet's voice actor.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving the solar system.
In,
Do you know where I might find that
after.
fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that,
Is there any way to turn on subtitles?
What's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
I'll try and turn on subtitles after this.
Hello, citizens of... My race, the Blog, have a small
Here's the
problem.
big bad for the game, and he is
Our planet
awesome.
has become so polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here. But I, Chairman Drek, have a solution. We are constructing a pristine new world using the choicest planetary components available.
Okay.
So, what does this mean to you, you might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand.
Oh, really?
We will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our...
That looks dangerous.
Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made. Thank you for your cooperation. And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my... We're still on? Well, turn it off, you idiot!
He's voiced by the big
Big
guy from Lilo and Stitch, the big bad guy. Not the big bad guy, but
Actually,
you recognize his
you could
voice.
help
You
me.
will.
If you could use your ship to take me to the coordinates contained in this infobot, I might be able to gather further information there.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
Totally not radical.
The robotic ignition system.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So, I agree to take you to this, wherever it is, and you get my ship started for me?
That is what I'm proposing.
Might wanna get out of there now.
Deal.
I don't really like Ratchet in this game as much as in the sequels, because he's a bit of an asshole in this game. You'll find...
This could be a problem. Take care of it.
Who's that? You'll find out later that he just becomes
Whoa,
such
this
an
is
asshole.
great. So that's where I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, you can stop calling me sir. The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is V54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short.
Sure. It'll be great for marketing. Rolls off the tongue.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens
Tons of
were
cutscenes
not
at the
in the
beginning of the
city
game.
when my workers begin removing.
This isn't an RPG, guys. Come
I will
on.
not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay, wait. You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
Okay. Last cutscene, I promise.